Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, viewers on the Twitch stream, in-game, in Dota TV, welcome. Game number 5 is upon us. Keen Gaming up against LGD Gaming in this best of 5, and it is 2-2. One game separates one of these teams from that qualification spot from China to go to ESL Hamburg, the first major of the season. Will it be Keen Gaming, the open qualifier team that has found themselves in a multitude of pretty nice spots in a bunch of different qualifiers? TI, they got through to the playoffs. They came 5th in the group, and that got themselves a nice little spot, but they were defeated by LFY and LGD. They've managed to do reasonably well for themselves within China, but now they find themselves one game away from going to a major against LGD. One game. Yes, I will keep repeating that because it's stuck in my head. One game. That's all it takes. LGD, they go with very similar bans, very similar picks to the first game, to the previous game, I do apologize, but this time they get themselves a Victoria Kunkka as Earthshaker banned by Keen along with a Night Stalker, allowing the AA and Void combination to be picked up by themselves. But LGD, they get themselves the FY God Nature's Prophet yet again. This is going to be an interesting match. Ember taken out. Keen played that incredibly well in game number 3, where they pretty much slaughtered with a refresher BKB on Ember. 20 million remnants are being spammed out and around. Lich now taken out of the game. As Viper, Necro, Veno, all still in. But who do we get rid of? Magnus. The Magnus Void combo. That is something that Keen, as well as LGD, have both been trying to utilize throughout this nice little playoff stage of the qualifiers. Earth Spirit now is the 4-roll for Keen. Very similar drafts, as these two teams have kind of invented their own little drafting meta between the two of them. A little bit of back and forth here and there. They do overlap on a number of their heroes. Now, this Void could still be in the off lane. It could still be that Dark Void. So Sven is probably on the minds of LGD right now for the Sven AA. Along with that CK AA, definitely some big threats there. I'm not sure if Keen want to pick so many melee heroes, though. With a Void on their team, can get a little bit awkward when you've got guys trying to attack from the edge, getting stuck in the blue bubble. We'll see what they do, though. I'm still waiting for the Mirana to come out. Still waiting for that big old Mirana to be picked. We saw it quite a lot in the first couple of games. Paparazzi played it, I think maybe played it, but we definitely saw it 3 or 4 times in the first few series of this qualifier. Haven't seen it recently, though, unfortunately. It's been very quiet. A couple of the other kind of interesting heroes out there that maybe you're starting to eye towards are the Clinks, the Death Prophet, the Oracle, as LGD still need to pick their Yao hero. Shadow Shaman, Lich, AA all removed. Winter Wyvern is still there. Could be a possibility for him. That is pretty much the only other hero he has been playing, but it will be the Oracle. Yao Oracle, so that opens up the Death Prophet for them if they want to go down that direction. Oracle, of course, pretty damn good against the Void. And that Fate Edict disarming him. And all of that nuke damage from the Purifying Flames, you can burst down a Void in Chrono with the help of one of your teammates, like a Torrent and a Boat. You just throw into that big old ulti. Do you want to take the DP yourselves, Keen? It's definitely something they could do here. They do like to pick DP even without an Oracle. A DP with Void is pretty sick. Allows you to land a big multi-hero silence, or your Exorcism starts flying on through into that Chronosphere. What other options do we have? Viper is out there. Maybe they're thinking about moving this Void towards the offlane, but there is the DP. Death Prophet is kind of snatched away from the hands of LGD. And 4th pick now for you, my dudes. It's a Quap for maybe. So they've got their mid matchup. We've got our off lane for LGD. The Void, I'm going to go ahead and say it's going to be a safe lane Void. Could switch, but I'm just going to keep that in the back of my head. Now into the 5th bans. Roll 1 hero for Ame. There is still a lot out there for him. Well, what pairs nicely, or what matches nicely here for him against Keen? Terrorblade, I don't think he'll want to pick that again against the Void AA. Definitely had a lot of troubles in one of the prior games of this series. They banned the Anti-Mage, which gave Keen a few problems as they got outscaled by LGD earlier on. I believe that was game number 2. Sven is removed. There goes the Sven. So we did get one of them right. The Chaos Knight and then is taken. So Arme gets his CK. So that's a ban of Sven and a block pick of Chaos Knight. Also a very, very nice hero here for Arme, as it is one of his signature ones. But Keen, 5th pick. So LGD, the Sven ban isn't like an indicator of them assuming it's a Faceless Void, just that Sven would be really good here. With an Earth Spirit, what could you go for? Can you run a Necro offlane here? Probably not, right? Earth Spirit Necro is probably not going to work against the Reality Rift and Stun from CK, and a fair amount of magic damage from Oracle and Kunkka. Kind of scary. If they... They don't have much in the way of clearing CK illusions, so that could be something nice for their safe lane carry. If they do move the Void into the off lane, someone who can splash, someone who buys Battle Fury, maybe someone like the Monkey King would be a decent shout for them here. If they want an offlaner though, Darkseer is out there, synergizes well with the Void AA, as well as the Death Prophet. It's pretty nice. But I think one hero that we've not really looked at, we saw it previously, is the Broodmother, but that won't be picked. It will be the Monkey. It will be the simple Monkey pick. I like both of these drafts. I think Keen has the better team fight by far, but LGD, they've got so many little nuanced little tricks and messy little things they can do here with their heroes, and they've all got pretty signature heroes as well. I think Yao, his Oracle, sure is very good, but I don't think it's his most played recently. A lot of AA, a lot of Shadow Shaman, a bit of Winter Wyvern here and there, and I think Oracle is maybe the 3rd or 4th picked hero for him out of those 4. And they've got FY God, Nature's Prophet. And this is why they're winning games. Look at this, the Bleak Hallucination. That stupid gem on the staff. Stop it. Stop flickering. Stop shimmering. Well, game 5. Keen, they've got their Chrono Ice Blast. They've got their Wukong's Command to throw in as well. This is going to come down to how well they do in lanes and how well they can execute their potential team fight combinations. Because with LGD having so many saves, lots of mobility between Quap, CK, Nature's Prophet, with the global power of them, and then they've got the saves of the Oracle, the disruption of the Kunkka. They could slow down team fights enough and disrupt some of these heroes enough that they don't get their spells off in time. But I do want to see how the lanes pan out. Victoria, Kunkka, Brown Boots first. Gonna head out and place some very early wards. Arme Chaos Knight heads on down here as well. And this is the point we've got to now where this rune spot is so often contested that LGD just aren't going anywhere near it, and actually they might look to just go aggro tri-lane. With Fortune's End, a stun or a Reality Rift, and a Torrent, they could quite easily kill off heroes like the Ancient Apparition. Right. Very early on, the Star Observer Ward gets a nice bit of vision here of the Courier, which is really a Monkey King, but don't tell them. It's definitely a Courier, yep. The little Drodo there, the TI2 Courier in fact. They see everything that's happening, and Radiant Sentry spots the Dire Observer Ward over towards the middle lane. So that's going to be a nice little snipe there for the Death Prophet. Just to be able to get the Bounty Rune and a nice little bit of extra gold. Dark, offlane Void, forcing back this Nature's Prophet already. Bounty Runes, oh, I thought it was going to be 2 apiece. The battle begins. But it appears the Radiant are afraid of the contest down here in this area, so no one gets the Bounty Rune. Who's going to wander over? Who's going to be the one that spots this, actually? Because Monkey King, Earth Spirit, and the AA, they're all heading towards top, looking for their own aggro tri-lane, dodging away from the Kunkka, Oracle, and Chaos Knight. Come on, guys. Let's be real here. This Bounty Rune shouldn't still be here. Come on. Void might just walk past it, actually. No, there's no way he walks past it. He has to walk. He has to walk through it. He will see it. 100%. He will see it. Well, already, Death Prophet, 3-1, defeating maybe's Queen of Pain in these early stages with the help of the Crypt Swarm. Maybe taking a lot of harassment there, as yes, Void will find the bounty and hey guys, look what I got. Look, look what I found. No one came and took it. Beautiful. Good stuff. And things start off pretty slowly. CK Oracle left to deal with the Void. Reality Rift cancelled. Toying with his opponents here, Arme. Just behind the Death Prophet is this rolling a boulder Earth Spirit. Maybe looking for a bit of a harassment here, but denies off one of the range creeps. Just to give a little bit of an edge to the Death Prophet, so she doesn't have to do the dirty work or the heavy lifting in this lane. Furin at top gets a few little CS here and there as a good pull from Victoria will try and drag the wave back towards the tier 1. We do catch the Queen of Pain actually dying. Well, I wish I'd watched mid because I did not expect her to die. We see her die, but we don't know how she died. Maybe has blink. Hasn't leveled anything up otherwise. But that's bizarre. There's no stun. There was no silence. Or was there? Maybe there was. Enough damage. Dark gone on. Forced back to his own tier 1. Geomagnetic Grip is an amazing ability, apparently. We've seen this 0-1-1 build up against offlane pucks from Earth Spirits in the Chinese scene. Getting that instant silence is incredibly powerful. But hiding back here. Not going to find anything just yet, as top lane being pushed in. The Monkey King, poor man's shield, turns back to fight Victoria, dragged with the X, and body blocked by these little treants. Not going to die just yet, but a couple more punches will finish him off. The AA now focused down by the Nature's Prophet. Needs 2 more hits to seal this one up, but Monkey King jumps up on the trees. Nature's Prophet finds the kill with the Orb of Venom, helping him out, take down the AA. Monkey King might now be in trouble as well. Vanilla's taken down in the mid lane, but Nature's Prophet potentially aiming for another kill on the Monkey. Oh, Quap. Found by the DP. Another Crypt Swarm. It's up to level 2. Another hit needs to fly through the salve. The Cold Feet. They do get the kill. Money goes over. Ron gets the final hit in there. With the help of that Cold Feet, maybe having a pretty atrocious laning stage so far. CS is going well, but 2 deaths to his name already on this Queen of Pain. Definitely not what you're looking for. One great thing though is Arme is 22 and 10. Absolutely slaughtering this Void in lane. Reality Rift with that nice little debuff there. What? Dota underscore tooltip underscore modifier. Yes, very, very good debuff. Lovely. LGD. Bringing their 2 supports up towards this offlaner. FY does a lot of damage here. Close to the phase boots, roll in from Earth Spirit, but now puts himself pretty far forward. The Boundless Strike with the Cold Feet. Torrent slows the Monkey King down. A couple more hits in here will finish off Yao, but the X mark doesn't allow them to go any deeper. And Yao just starts healing himself up. $30 to 13, Chaos Knight, oh boy. Disgusting start for him. Death Prophet with a double null. Probably just going to go for the casual double null into phase boots and Yules. Very rarely now do we see the Veil. It is still a possibility here. Oh god. Kill off the Nature's Prophet. Veil is still a distinct possibility. There's lots of magic damage, and I don't think anyone else on this team is really going to be able to go for one, but the X mark starts things off in the middle lane. Torrent to the Fortune's End. This should be the end of the Death Prophet's life. A good amount of nuke damage comes in. The heal from the Spirit Siphon and the Purifying Flames look like maybe they keep the DP alive, but it wasn't to be as Nature's Prophet TP's in aggressively, flick forward from maybe looking for a double kill and gets it. Vanilla might be in trouble here as well. X and Torrent, they're ready. They're ready. They Don't want to go any deeper. Maybe has run out of HP. Run out of mana as well. But hey, look, it's 5 minutes in. It's 6 minutes in. They've got a 4-man shrine potentially here for the entirety of the LGD team.
Invisibility.
The Void, at the very least, is getting plenty of levels in this bottom lane. Closing in on that ultimate. Halfway from 5 to 6. Chaos Knight might think about swapping lanes, though. Move up towards top. Get himself some free farm. Get into the jungle a little bit as well. But more importantly, try and pressure this tier 1 at top lane and get the Monkey King out of lane, who is struggling a little bit with the CS. Being doubled up on there by the Chaos Knight. He's even with the Nature's Prophet. Looking to jump in onto FY though. Gets one hit in before the phase boots Fury and just backs himself up. There is an Oracle behind him as well to try and look for a save. Mid lane, Death Prophet has the ultimate out, but with these creeps coming in and a Nature's Prophet attempting to TP, they might look for a go here. DP ult still going for quite some time. They're just trying to defend this tier 1. Jump forward, and there's the Void Chrono. Maybe he's been found. Torrent slows them down, does catch the DP and the Earth Spirit, but the final silence comes through and the damage is done by the Death Prophet. Nothing to catch the mid-hero anymore, as the Reality Rift was out of range. And a lack of stuns, but Monkey King in the meantime, as the fight is brewing middle lane, finds a solo kill onto the Nature's Prophet. A solo kill up there. So not only do they get the Queen of Pain, but they get 300 gold for this Monkey King. There's a Reality Rift just to start things off. The Time Walk's on cooldown. Oh, for a long time as well. This damage looks insurmountable for Dark. He is trying to walk this one off. The Furion Treants can't get in front. Now a good boulder smash. Actually moves across. Catches in onto that Chaos Knight. They do keep the Void alive.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
What have we here?
This Death Prophet is starting to get a little bit out of control, though. Closing in on 4k net worth. Should be something coming out in the courier. Will be the phase boots here.
At last.
But they're able to leech some levels on the Ancient Apparition, getting close to the 6, which is a key component of their team fights. When that Void ulti comes back up, they will need to make good use of it. But Exorcism ready for the tier 1 mid lane again, holding on. Will finally throw it out there to take this tier 1, maybe. Looking for the deny, gets the deny, of course he does. Now the Spirit Sniper with the silence. Do they have the combo? They do, with the Boulder Smash and the Quick Swap. They bring down the maybe Queen of Pain. Pays for her insolence as the Void Chrono's here onto the Kunkka. A lone Chrono, but this is going to be a double kill for the Death Prophet after that tier 1 tower bring down. Lots of money going into her pockets as we actually see 418 gold.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Doesn't count the tower gold, that does filter on in. And FY slowly moving towards the drums, but that's Monkey King getting towards the Battle Fury. Does need a lot of farm time to get up there for Shi. But he'll get there eventually. Monkey King very adept at farming, just jumping from tree to tree. Chaos Knight. Oh. Vanilla says, nah, mate. This is my history. So far, Earth Spirits have been doing a pretty good job rotating around. Give the bounty rune to your monkey. No. Give the bounty rune to your Death Prophet. No. Give the bottle to your Earth Spirit and take the bounty rune for yourself. That's what you're going to do. That's really nice of the DP there to give Earth Spirit a little bounty rune. But it does make him close in on that level 6. Star Observer Ward in behind the tier 1. Very, very standard stuff here as Vanilla moves little bit further south, DP shows in the lane now to the ward, but the Dire, this is a very obvious gank. No one's showing bot lane, no one's farming here to defend the tier 1, no one's showing up at top lane either. So I think Keen, they just, move forward, sentry, D-ward, and everything's fine and happy. Vanilla has to be a little bit wary though of the aggressive potential here with the X into boat, and a nice silence will stop the X coming through. It does finally land though. Vanilla turns back with the Magnetize out, getting this damage down onto FY. They've taken the tier 1, but the dominating streak is now captured here by the Death Prophet. Yao chased by the Monkey. Orb of Venom doing his work, slowing him down, and a mega kill. Another double for the DP. Amazing start here for Keen. 9-4, leading in the laning stage with a great wombo combo team fight line up. Exactly what you need as the Chaos Knight Shaw farming into the armor. He is going to be an absolute monster to deal with. This is Phantasm. Not going to be cleared easily here by the Radiant heroes. But if they're able to land their spells on him before he gets that off, or before he gets his armor on, he can be brought down.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
9-4. So DD is found by maybe. Probably just gonna have to go back and farm the jungle. Still needs the Veil, yet to get treads. Victoria gets the bounty rune. Vanilla's being stopped. Lots of hurdles in his way. Lots of enemy heroes coming through.
Radiant are strong.
Warriors of the wood.
Radiant's
But
bottom
here's step
tower
1 for
is
LGD.
under attack.
CK armor. This is where you can start to really lay on the heat. Move in with maybe a smoke from your Kunkka. Try and get the Quap involved as well with this ultimate ready. The Veil should be done very, very soon, in fact. And it will be brought out any second now to this Queen of Pain for maybe. Bottom lane, they're not going to go for a smoke play. They're not going to try and wrap around into mid or up towards top. They know the Monkey King is still lurking around up here in the trees. Maybe trying to aim for the Death Prophet. It is a big, big kill. But with an Earth Spirit behind her, Death Prophet is not the easiest to bring down. Magnetize is back up. Star Observer Ward will spot the Earth Spirit just behind, but the Torrent Boat starts things off. There's the combo. There's the silence into stun. Nature's Prophet's TP'd in though. Spirit Sniper's stuck and spammed out with the Exorcism here as well. Death Prophet trying to battle. Ice Blast. Oh, barely missing. But they have a stun. They've got a Chrono in from Dark. They catch him out. The Torrent dodged by the DP and they will get the kill on the Chaos Knight. There's the Death Prophet unstoppable now. What are you up to? 7-1-1. Great chronos and great reactions here from Keen, making sure that LGD do not get an inch on this map. Oracle still hits the oh god, he's still yet to hit level 6. And he's the only one. Level 7 on the Kunkka, level 5 on the Oracle. Barely ahead of the Ancient Apparition in net worth, but that's pretty irrelevant right now as Quap
Radiant's top tower is under
does get the Veil delivered. Can also now buy treads if you want to go that direction, but I think keeping them brown boots and just going Yules here is probably what you want to be doing as the Quap. You desperately need that Yule Scepter as soon as you possibly can. You know, you use the Void in the Chrono, Yule yourself when you've silenced up by the Earth Spirit. Very, very important to have one of those defensive mechanisms as the Queen of Pain. I mean, potentially here, we even see maybe go treads into BKB or even just rush a Black King Bar as the Queen of Pain to have that kind of blanket safety. LGD being very patient though, waiting for their time to strike. Get the Shadow Blade up on FY, keep split pushing, just make sure that no real great traction is gained here by Keen, especially around this Roshan pit area, because with the Death Prophet ulti coming back in 40 seconds, in about a minute's time, you know, 16 minutes in, you could definitely see them going for an attempt inside the Roshan, because they'll have the double ulti. They'll have the big bubble, they'll have the Ice Blast as well, as AA has the ultimate available. They'll just pressure top with 3 heroes though, 4 actually in fact, if you count the Earth Spirit lurking all the way down to the southwest area, looking for any smokes, watching for any kind of rotations that come in. Observer Ward is already placed in a forward position as well. They won't finish the tower though. They won't do too much damage to it. Void just continues farming bot lane. In fact, shifts away from what I thought was going to be the Vlads and towards the hand of Midas, very close to it. But here comes LGD. Here's the smoke. Get maybe involved. Treads are built up. Going for the Orchid and then into the BKB, it looks like. Going for an aggressive item first. After the Veil is done, the smoke is popped. Monkey King stunned, jumps off the trees. Still hit by the 1 second stun. The torrent won't land, unfortunately. LGD going to miss out completely. In rolls Vanilla. Boulder smash off the mark completely. As this rolling boulder came in, the boat will fly through. Sailing on into the two of the AA and the Earth Spirit, but LGD, they are fully bailing. No commitment whatsoever, as the Void's rotation makes them very, very paranoid about that Chronosphere potentially coming down on top of their heads.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh. Has Monkey found FY? He doesn't have that Primal Spring for another 3 seconds. Dire's top tower does die. The tier 2 is dropped. Ancient Apparition, Ice Blast flies down, but it's not going to connect, unfortunately. Just slightly offset from that Nature's Prophet. Could have been an amazing kill there for the Monkey King. Just to build a little bit faster into... Oh, that's not on me, right? Why is Quap there? Was maybe trying to kill the Earth Spirit? How was Queen of Pain there? Okay. I mean, I apologize for missing the kill, but why? What on earth? Was DP low HP and just healed up from the ulti? Well, as I'm like contemplating life and existence and what the freak just happened there, they do find a kill on the Monkey King down in the bottom lane. Sleep deprivation is starting to kick in or something. There's funky things happening. Monkey King does ping out, or one of his teammates pings out one of these observer wards. They know that there's vision down in this bottom half of the map, on this bottom lane somewhere. They'll smoke themselves through the middle lane. No exorcism for a minute, but they've got the Chrono Ice Blast. They can kill close to anyone. Oh, good blink. Maybe gets away. Very close to Vanilla getting that silence off immediately. Queen of Pain with the very quick fingers gets away and dodges out from the gank. They still have this smoke going for quite some time though, so Void and AA aim up towards the north. Look for the Nature's Prophet. FY hides in the trees. Do they have a scan? Radiant do not have a scan. Ice Vortex looking, hunting. Oh, they see him, the observer ward from wrong. There's the Void with the Chrono, in we go. Ice Blast thrown, and down goes FY. The god has been slain. Roll forward, there's the instant silence, but the haste from Maybe stopped in turn by that nice little boulder smash. Catches Yao on the back end by the false promise. It buys time for the Queen of Pain. Oracle not going to be so lucky here, or maybe. Ah, it's a boulder smash. There's no stones. Oh my god, the stone remnant was like 2 seconds off cooldown. So close to catching the Oracle as well, but a great Fate's Edict and a TP away from Yao. He tries his luck and it pays off.
Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
Nature's Wrath up for the top lane kill onto Dark. They do find it with a rotation in.
Time on display is ended.
CK starting to get online as well. 2,000 gold saved up with the Ogre Club. Can still think to go into a BKB instead of the Echo Saber. Buy the full Echo though, and this is where CK really starts to chunk your HP.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Give up the tier 1, no real defense there. Earth Spirit just TP's out.
This'll come in handy.
Worthy tribute.
Invisibility.
This Invis Chaos Knight, Phantasm level 2. If they can find a big target up on the high ground, he just goes for the Phantasm stun onto the AA. Wrong? Where are you? Deleted from the game. Monkey King now jumps from tree to tree. Battle Fury's done, so this is where Monkey King starts to come into his own. Flash farming, jungle camp, split pushing lanes. Dealing with the Nature's Prophet and what he does best. Midas after drums. Looks like they want to try and scale as much as they possibly can here on the Dire team, with things not going particularly well for them to begin with. Now FY in trouble again. Silent stun. They don't even need the chrono as the Monkey King just slaps him down with his big old staff. We're actually looking at a Void going Midas into Blink. Not going to go for any kind of damage items here, just realizing that that initiation tool is going to be of primary importance to them. I wonder why Blink and not Shadowblade though. I guess catching heroes like the Quap, like the Nature's Prophet, into trees. Going to need that Blink dagger to close the gap.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's bottom is under attack.
Oh, CK gets rooted up by the big old Prowler, and in comes the Radiant team. They're going to jump on this. Blink Chrono caught the CK. He's on the low ground. It was a little bit awkward on the ramp there for him, doesn't it? Frozen by the Ice Blast and just destroyed. Really nice execution again from Keen. Moving forward aggressively now. Exorcism used. About halfway through its duration already, but this tier 2 will drop very low. Kunkka Torrent. Not going to catch on to anyone.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And we'll get some kind of trade here. Glyph is forced out. Radiant have to come back and address this push from Furion. Oh, they're addressing it really well with Monkey King now. He can cut through the trees. The Sprout does nothing. The Battle Fury's here, and he's taken out. FY dies again. He does sacrifice his life for the Queen of Pain to retreat, but Monkey King having a bit of a giggle fit there. What are you laughing at, mate? Thinks it's funny that he's just killed off the Furion. Yao falling back. Maybe desperately getting into the Orchid. Has it now. And about 10 gold. We'll have that silence for heroes like the Ancient Apparition or even the Death Prophet before she gets her ulti off. But now with the Yules on top of the Veil, Solar Crest, lots of small incremental items here, building the DP up little by little. Going next into the BKB. Didn't go for the Shiver's Guard. Solar Crest going to be very helpful against the Chaos Knight though with that evasion. Very, very important that the Death Prophet goes for that, or else you can just be nuked down into oblivion within one reality rift. Here we go, Armate. BKB. Not going to go for the blink just yet. Probably going to hold that until after the Black King bar is built. Earth Spirit is now a ward. Monkey King ulti down on the bottom lane. Dark killed by Maybe, but with the stuns and the silences, magnetizes out. Maybe's cleared up. The Kunkka Torrent won't be able to save him. No stuns to catch Victoria though. There's that dive. Gets them a kill, but they trade off. With the Queen of Pain dying, not really worth it there for LGD, it doesn't feel like. They buy a bit of space and time for Arme. Maybe that balances things out a little bit. And actually, you look at things. The Void is worth more. Void with a Hand of Midas worth a lot of money apparently. Moving into the Aghanim Scepter now after the blink. Again, that chrono vitally important for them to land their ultimates, their combos, especially this Ice Blast, but also just Exorcism with the Ghost going in. A big old silence really can put a stopper in LGD's plans. They need these BKBs. Whereas Nature's Prophet moving into Hex, not going to go for a BKB. They'll throw the Nature's Wrath. Looking for any kind of pressure and momentum to get across this river. Somnus will be able to take out this wave, and FY hiding away in the trees. 5 heroes bottom lane from the Radiant though, as they really do commit for this tier 2 tower. Exorcism up as well. Okay, they don't commit, they come back, they TP to defend. Mid lane being pushed by Maybe. They'll potentially look for the Queen of Pain. Scan up onto the high ground, the TP from the DP. Not going to accomplish anything, but they force them back as Monkey goes top, clears through a creep wave, lovely stuff. Keen, of course. They were known as eHome Keen up until about 10 days ago or so. They dropped the eHome tag and now they are their own organization. Our players have been together for quite some time, you know, a year and a half, 2 years, maybe a bit longer. I may be underselling them or underestimating them, but as far as I know, as far as I can remember casting them, it's been about that long. Ether lens over on Victoria's Kunkka. Extended range now on the X, as well as the rest of his spells, but mainly the X to be able to catch that single target hero, namely the Death Prophet. Can LGD contest? This is the big question. They should be holding onto a smoke on the Kunkka. And they will group up and start moving themselves across to the Roshan pit. They feel this is happening. No one's ganking the Prophet. FY is fine, but Roshan's already dead and the Aegis goes across to the Monkey King. So LGD, less smoke, not going to accomplish anything really. Maybe they catch onto the Monkey. He's got Aegis, Shadow Blade ready. He can use his ultimate, but the Boundless Strike, Wukong's command going to get cancelled out. But there's a stun. CK's caught with the Ice Blast now. His BKB's going to do some good work though. They jump on in with a boat now. The Chrono lands. Monkey's still alive. He can ulti, but he's going to lose his first life initially. Aegis gone. CK still with the False Promise on him, but he's going to pop. Surely the damage is too much. The stun, it connects as well. Now the jump forward onto the Oracle, hunting for more in the back end. It's Monkey King chasing down the Prophet and the Kunkka, but the Oracle's going to be the first to die. Now back again. Look at me. The Kunkka TP. Can they stun him? Can they hold him in place? I don't think they can. Victoria does get away. They take the Aegis away from the Monkey King, but that's first BKB from the CK. That is the CK dying. And it is the Radiant winning a team fight. When LGD were the ones to begin. Ice Blast. Monkey King's invis on top of Maybe. Ooh, jumps up, cross, and over. Misjudges where Maybe Blink 2 though. Still holding on to the Boundless Strike. Looking for the Kunkka who hides up on top of this ramp near the tier 3, but they clear up the tier 2.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's difficult for LGD to really move across the map. FY is the only one that can start split pushing these lanes. Queen of Pain can try now with no BKBs though on Furion or Quap. Very susceptible to getting caught by just a random Earth Spirit, you know, hiding in one of these trees, and that's why Quap is here. You know, you're hiding, but you're also scouting for any potential roll in. Now, Death Prophet going to show on this bottom lane. Unlikely to get killed off by the Queen of Pain alone, but if they do swing in the Kunkka, there is that potential to force a BKB charge and make the DP sprint away back to safety. (18-8) with a 6k net worth lead. Keen, all they really need now is this Aghanims on Void, go make a smoke play, get a good Chrono into Ice Blast, find a pick off, and then convert. Find tier 2s, look for aggressive wards. They have one here over in the jungle, they're pinging out the Chaos Knight. That might be where they head, but it depends which way CK moves. The fact that now he's moved down towards the south into this creep camp indicates he wants to keep farming deeper. So they will go towards the Chaos Knight and make a play on him. Bottom lane, Monkey King trying to bait out a bit of action, but the Chaos Knight's been chronoed with an Ice Blast in. He can't get his BKB off in time until now. The Outer Rift is there and he turns to try and fight, but Ame still with the Ice Blast on him. The DP arrives. She's got a BKB of her own. She just turns and fights. Ame's going to drop here. CK, he can't armor toggle through this, and they catch more in the back end. FY's been found. Taken out of the game with a Balance Strike onto 2. The Monkey King, he fights the Kunkka, jumps forward and Oracle is obliterated. Keen, out of nowhere, they turn 1 kill into 4. LGD just gifting them one by one. An absolute slaughter fest, as that was an incredibly messy fight. Keen up to high ground. Exorcism has worn off, so they do not have that amazing high ground push potential from the DP, but you have the Monkey King with a ton of damage. Look at him, over 300. Oh, no, close to 300 EU maths. Brexit maths right there, guys. Is that 188? Yeah, well done. 288, shit, I really messed that up this time. Oh dear, 1 plus 1 equals 2. 100 plus 100 equals 200. Yes, I'm clever. Idiot. Shrine's now activated, or deactivated, I guess. As they are no longer impervious to damage. The Radiant comes in and sweeps through that northern one, easy Shrine. Looks like Arme wants to try and defend this southern Shrine, or at least the southern tier 2, but they've already caught maybe's Quap. The bound strike doesn't land in time, so she will just be able to blink a little bit further away. But they continue to go high ground here. Now, wailing into the barracks. Torrent onto the Monkey King. His BKB is ready. Does have to be a little bit wary about the ulti here from the Queen of Pain, but a good silence from the Death Prophet forces her back. And the Cold Feet will snap.
The seeds of fortune.
Nice little ice blast there. Just gonna try and slow down this push coming in. Monkey King can pretty much just 3-hit down this wave. What is lovely little battle fury.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Hello, the Chrono. The blink from the Queen of Pain played too aggressively, and down goes maybe. No recourse for the Dire as he was farming way out of arm's reach from the rest of his team. Now the Monkey King shadow bladed up, and Invi is running in through this dire eastern jungle, not going to latch onto anyone as the CK actually kind of filtered somehow through the net, found a hole in it, moves towards bottom lane. Nature's Prophet has a bit of a push going top as well, but in comes the Exorcism. This is going to be the Rax attempt. No glyph for the Dire. Torrent starts things off for LGD, but with no maybe, actually finding any kind of catch and kill is going to be impossible. The entire lane of Rax is gone. Death Prophet moves top now. They've got Chrono up in 18 seconds with his Aghanim Scepter being so bloody amazing. They're going to take another tier 3, maybe even another lane of Rax. Moving forward, LGD get a Torrent. FY is killed by a solo Earth Spirit. He's just done. He has to buy back. This is a disaster for LGD. They're losing another lane of Rax. Monkey King runs forward. There's the Chrono. Catches onto 2. FY, the dieback. It's real. Keen are doing it. They're going to take this one 2-2 in his best of 5. Here comes the Phantasm though. Arme, he's got different things on his mind. Ice Blast going to come out. But a triple kill for the Monkey. The buyback. There's no BKB. There's no Phantasm. The CK has nothing left. The Monkey King's still BKB. He's going to turn around and kill maybe potentially. But no, with a buyback from the Chaos Knight, they're playing timidly. Instead, he goes for the Kunkka. 1-2 punch. He's not quite finished him off just yet, but the jump forward will seal the deal. An ultra kill for your Monkey King. GGG, the 9k god. Absolutely manhandling LGD. 2 lanes of Rax gone. What are you up to? LGD Gaming on your last legs. They seem to have no choice, no options. These Chronos are just too good. Now a full Skadi done for your Monkey King. What's the damage, guys? 20,000. That is a big, big swing there. Look at that. Sliding up to 20k. Go on, tick up. I want to see it go over. Show me the money. No, you're not gonna update for me. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. Touching 20k. Lovely stuff. Now they move down towards this other shrine. They've got tier 2 bottom to take, and then tier 3 and Rax. Exorcism, how are we doing? 7 seconds until it's back up and running. There's Void. Plenty of money to spend, in fact. 2.6k after the Blink and Ags. Full Octarine core for your Death Prophet. Oh boy, yes, here we go. Here we go. Nice little cooldown reduction. Might not need to use Exorcism here for the tier 2, thinking about it, but with no real defense coming from LGD, unnecessary at this point. With a Hex bought up by the Nature's Prophet, we're going to look at buyback status, and in fact, Void is the only hero in the game. No one. Oh, Monkey King gets his. with that tier 2 tower. Monkey actually becomes the second hero, but the Chrono comes on through. The Chaos Knight's caught. Good Space Edict though. Blocks the magic damage. Monkey King ulti though. That's not magic. That's physical. Oh man, he's going to pop the Phantasm now. He's going to sprint away, but he's taking too many right clicks. He's killed. He's got nothing. No buyback. Nothing's left to give. And LGD might just have lost. This is going to take some serious heavy lifting from Maybe. But now the roll on forward, the silence and stuns. The controller's here and GG is called. LGD tap out. Keen have done it. Game 5 all the way through from the open qualifiers. And Keen, they defeat LGD. What an amazing moment for Chinese Dota. Keen are going to Hamburg. Keen are going to Hamburg. Who wants to make a bet that it's going to be LGD Keen in a couple of months? We'll find out. Well, that is absolutely amazing. Props to the guys. Been around for a while. 9k carry player. GGG, amazing. Vanilla. Jiang An, honestly my favorite player on this team. Their 4-roll, his clockwork, his Earth Spirit, just spectacular. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. It has been a long couple of days. But these have been some amazing games to cast. Congratulations to Keen. Commiserations to LGD. Whew. 11-1-5, 15-1-8. Look at that. Just look at their carry, their core, their mid. The void with those big chronos. LGD just did not know what to do. And with that, we've crowned our victors. We've got our qualified team. And with that, the Chinese qualifier ends. But we're not done this week. We've got more starting tomorrow. Southeast Asia, CIS, EU, South America, and North America. All kicking off starting at 10 AM CEST tomorrow morning, I do believe. Thanks for watching. Thanks for bearing with me. I do apologize for any kills that I did miss. I am the T-Tour's king this week. But it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be casting Europe for Hamburg qualifiers. Hopefully with Trent. All the way through for the next couple of days. So until next time, take care.